boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, ball's out. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket, because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated, because it's the luck of a bounce.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
He'll come out throwing on first down. It's caught. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He's going to pass. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll throw it on first down. They'll run the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run it from the gun. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. They'll run for it on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. The back goes in motion. Davis will throw. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's right on target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Finds his man. It's Street. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a...
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
They wrestle him down after he picked up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires left. He makes a grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He'll set up to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Trying to barge their way in. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. A run for the quarterback. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Davis looking to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's complete. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships, dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Davis will throw. Finds his target down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback keeper. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets open down the middle. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Street. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And after that sack, just like that, you go from 2nd and inches to now 3rd and long. You're making it so difficult now to keep this drive alive. Great play by the defense.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Davis looking to pass. Steps away to find some room. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set. That tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's got great speed, and the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good on the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Clemson.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. Got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Off play action. They're trying to get to it. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. They'll give it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. They'll try it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And the Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it out. It's Miles. And the returner will be brought down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Davis will throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The quick out. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's first down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Giving him his pads. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On the ground, it's Mahoney. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He's got it on the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Slide 22. Slide
Defense
22.
showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Going up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll ride his man on the option. And they get to him just before he scores. Run out of bounds at the 1.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Clemson! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. The Red Hawks of Miami look like a serious force in a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. Runs for the tackle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Third and short now from their own 48. Trying play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they'll drag him down after a good return. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Aga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Wide receiver shows motion. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 40, there he goes. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. The option look. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Here comes the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He gets a block. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the fullback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The give as they work on that clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Clemson will send the punt team out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early.
He's loose. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On the
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short.
Green 25.
Quick release on the RPO. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Down 55, quick.
They'll leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The give to the back. The Dogs get enough for the first down.
You start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
The give to the tailback.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice the safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Davis looking to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.